Hi guys, thanks for joining me. Andy here in the shed making something, as is always the case. This is a piece of sweet chestnut which the turner very kindly cut out of a log for me. There'll be a photograph of it in the video somewhere, I don't know where yet. Today I'm going to try and turn it on my record lathe, or at least do something with it. If I come up very close and we have a look though, right, can you actually, it really is quite hard to see, but there's a major crack kind of shake there. And there's another one, yeah, just there as well. And then if we come round to the other side, there's one here. These things are kind of hard to see on camera, although I don't know, when I look at it, it'll probably be fine, because that's usually what happens. Anyway, look, it's all marked already in the centre. Got the centre marked on there, just there in a ring round it. So I'm going to screw the faceplate ring on, and this faceplate ring screws on like that, and it has a rebate in here, slightly dovetailed rebate, which matches the jaws on my supernova chuck, so that holds it on really tightly. And that is kind of phase one of making a bowl to me, is mounting it on flatways with a screw, with this basically on the chuck. Here we go, and there it is. Now I hope I don't mess the light up here. Now whenever I do this, it seems to mess the light up. Let's just have a look in the viewfinder. Oh yes, it has done it. Okay, well, I'll try and keep it as bright as I can. Basically, I'm going to screw the faceplate ring on now, position it very carefully, and then put the screws in. That's 3 in. I make a little hole with a brad awl first, if it's like this. If it's longer screws or fatter screws, then I drill a hole first, a pilot hole, so that the teeth on the edge, on the outside edge of the screw, actually bite into the wood, but the bit in the middle doesn't split it. And it does have to be on very, very securely, because it is going to be slightly off centre in the round, and any piece of wood is slightly off balance anyway, even when it is perfectly round, because the density varies very slightly within the wood. Wood does actually have, you know, fixed tolerances for how much it can take and whatever. Or how much it should weigh. For example, rock maple should always weigh 70 pounds a cubic foot, but within that cubic foot there will be variations, if you know what I mean. Okay, so she's screwed on there now. Let's see if I can mount her on my chuck. It always does my old heart good to get back stuck into this. The wonderful lathe, it's a record CL1, I forget what it's called, because once you've bought these things you don't really need to repeat it. Right, that's sorted that out. Just get the old T-bar, and I want to close these in a fair bit until this fits on. That's going to be a bit further yet. Okay. Right, I might as well take them right in, because it's not much over that. Slightly wonky this, but it is much, much safer than doing it the other way, trying to get a faceplate on or a heavy chuck without actually threading it. Now that feels pretty solid to me. Better change the speed though, because I had it up on high speed the last time I ran this. We're making the teapot lid knob last weekend, and because that was a small piece I wanted it running really fast, and I want this running fast in the end to get a decent finish on it. But for the moment it's going to be slightly off centre, not much, but it's going to kind of bang into the tool as it comes round. So I'm going to change the speed now right down to the lowest one. Yeah, that is a nice calm speed. I think I'm happy with that. I'll have to be. See, it's only a 3-speed lathe, and when I started 3 speeds was like as many as you needed. Now vari speed is the thing, and I must say it would be quite useful to be able to be a bit more choosy about what speed I'm running at, but really it's not a problem. Sometimes you can burn the tool out if it's running too fast basically, but that very rarely happens because it doesn't do great big diameters on this. This would be one of the bigger things I wanted, and I hope that is a reasonably good camera position. First thing to do then really, just flatten it off, get it smooth so it's not flopping off centre like that. So skim from the middle. And that's not as easy as it looks. sometime it's going to have to be reversed, so might as well start forming that. Now, it doesn't need to be a deep rebate. Let's see if it fits on the jaws. I think that's about the right size. So where is this thing? Easy to lose these. Best to have a special place to keep them. I haven't. But I'm going to have to invent one soon. There we go. Well, that was, hey, it stayed on nice and tight. I'll give it that. So there we are. The faceplate ring still on the front. Centre still marked on it. That's a fairly tight fit on there. But that seems nice to me. Now then, this should run still on centre. Let's see. Oh, I'm pretty pleased with that. The wood kind of looks as if it's wobbling because of the colours, but and you can see something. Look at that. I mean, that is an absolute. That's still the same good circle it was on the back, and that shows how good these chucks are at actually transferring the centres. Now we're up on the highest speed. It was 450 before. Now we're on 950 RPM. We get kind of a better finish, fewer tool marks, that kind of thing. Look. And that comes out so much smoother than it was before. It's just the higher speed. It makes the tools run a bit hotter, but the higher speed is really useful. Now, I think what I'm going to do is just make a plain bowl, quite a high-sided bowl, but a plain bowl, because I'm not sure what's going on with those shakes. And I might as well keep it simple, to be honest. I think we could get a nice result from this. Whereas if I start trying to make it into something insane, we might not. If you can see, make out the grain on this, I wonder if we could zoom in. That's about as zoomed as we're going to get, I think. But you can just, if you have a good look at that, and you know your woods, you'll recognise this is pretty much the same as oak. It is actually sweet chestnut, but the similarity is remarkable. Except that, you know, you don't get filthy purple hands, which is a definite bonus. Yeah, I think that's more like the shape I want. Okay guys, well the camera has bleeped, it is out of battery, so I guess that's the end of part 1. Stay tuned though, keep it Twig brother, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be back probably tomorrow with the next part of this, but I can't hang about or it'll dry out and split, so back soon, see you soon, bye bye.